Christmas. So today's Christmas. We're hanging out. The kids. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So we're hanging out right now. About to make some lunch. This afternoon we're going over. I think we're going to my parents' house and potentially some in-laws. But in the meantime, we want to do some lunch. Yesterday we went and picked up some fish, some lobster. Today, we're going to do it up. So all I've done is I got two fish, and remember they were kind of big. So what we did, one of them I'm going to do a completely different style. So one of them I'm going to steam, and the other one I'm going to roast. The whole one I'm going to roast. The one I cut in half I'm going to steam. All I did was all that's been done to them to this point is that they've been scaled and degilled and essentially the guts removed. So I'm going to show you first how we finish prepping. All I got here is just a lemon. Just a lemon. You gotta wash your food, people. So all we do is just rub the lemon in, and all this does, it helps get rid of some of the fishiness that's native to eating fish. I know that's weird, but a lot of people are intimidated by the smell, by the fact that it's a fish and it smells a little bit funky. But the lemon helps get rid of that. So after you wash it in lime, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse these off. Huh?
That's
lemon. After you wash it in lemon or lime, you can use either one. You go ahead and rinse these off, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse these off just under the hose over there real quick.
A few moments later.
So after we clean these off, or rinse them off with lemon, the next thing to do is actually to get them ready to season them up. So I'm gonna do both of them basically in the same style, in the same way. But they're gonna be cooked a little bit differently, so they're gonna taste a little bit different. The first thing I want to do is work on the one that we're gonna roast first. So let me run over our seasonings real quick. We have habanero pepper. These are from our old tree. We freeze them, and we use them whenever we're ready. So pull them out of the freezer, let it defrost. This is just fine. Some thyme, pepper, garlic powder. This is for the lobster. This is Old Bay seasoning. A little bit of salt. This is specialty smoked salt. And thyme. And I think I said onion. And then a little bit of allspice. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready. The first thing we're gonna do is just cut up some of the onion. There's one other thing that we need for this. It's green onion. We grow ours. We buy it, but we also grow it. Trick the green onion when how do I say this? When you cut it, if you leave like an inch or two at the base, you can stick that in some dirt and it'll grow. And then you always have green onions.
Yay, Mommy! I see everybody come and
So today's soundtrack is provided to you by my baby, Brayden. He's over there enjoying one of his Christmas toys. Tell you a funny story. His big brother keeps trying to bring toys that don't belong outside to play with it. The camera girl keeps shooing them back in the house. So I'm gonna grab some of this green onion. Oop, can't reach it. Now the beautiful thing is, those will keep growing and they keep producing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wash these off real quick. Always wash your food. Got our green onion. All I did was just give it a rough chop. This is really simple, guys. Really, really simple. Most of the dishes that we make at home, there's some that are a little bit more complicated, obviously, but most of them are really, really simple. It's just the hard part is just prepping. You know, making sure that you have the right seasonings, making sure that everything is cut the way it needs to be. So this is thyme, fresh thyme. You can use dry or fresh. I actually like to use a mixture. Fresh always is a little bit more intense, a little bit more pungent, and again, just a really rough chop. And there's the other one. So we decided that we're not gonna try to make everything perfect, make everything soundproof. That we're just gonna whatever's going on. It's a vlog, so whatever's going on, you guys are gonna see. I'm a father of 3. We have 3 kids in general. Sometimes you'll see them, most of the times you won't. So, no, he's fine. He's fine. Next up is pepper. Because it was frozen, it's soft. Otherwise, with fresh pepper, this would be a lot more crispy. But again, we freeze a lot of our foods that we don't need, like right away. Some people take out the seeds for this one because it's a smoked fish. I'm not done. I'm gonna take out some of the seeds. Alright. So now we're gonna get to work. So what I typically do, actually before we do that, let's start with our dry seasonings. A little bit of garlic powder. Ooh, another secret. So you know, if you're cooking outside or you're anywhere and you're doing anything with fish, typically you see a lot of flies. As soon as you put lime and lemon on your food, the flies typically go away. Most of them go away. And as soon as I said that, one lands on the table. So this is just salt.
Mommy,
Okay, Bryce, open the door.
This is just salt. I did score the fish just a little bit, just to make sure the seasoning gets inside. So far we have salt. We have a little bit of garlic powder. We have some salt. This is black pepper. And you just spread liberally. I use a little bit of dry thyme as well. This just on the inside. Just on the inside. And then a few allspice seeds, not too much, probably about 4 or so. Now this, you take all your chopped seasonings and you just stuff inside, just like that. This one is pretty much done. Now what we're gonna do once you get the grill going, I'm gonna wrap it just for now, just to protect it from the outer elements and flies. But this is just, again, I'm not gonna cook it. I'm not cooking it in this. I'm just wrapping it for now. Ooh, forgot something important. Pepper. Now this, just wrapping it just to protect it from all the stuff flying around right now. We're just gonna put this aside. So now what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna do the ones that we're gonna steam. Now, typically when you steam fish, you do it, brown it, you can brown it, you can steam it in a little bit of water. The way that we're gonna actually do this is actually really simple. You can do it pretty much any type of fish. Fish with red meat doesn't really take that well to steaming, but any type of white meat fish, grouper, tilapia, snapper, any type of white meat fish, you can do it this way. And to me, it's scrumptious and also very healthy. So first thing you do, start with a little bit of foil paper. Put your foil paper down. Still using pretty much the same seasoning, but again, it's going to taste completely different. For this, we're going to use a little bit of margarine. You can use margarine or butter. We're using unsalted butter here. And just about, I'd say, a teaspoon or so of butter. Huh?
Salt?
Unsalted butter.
No salt?
They were going to add salt.
Okay.
And I spread this on the bottom so it doesn't stick. What you're going to see what I'm going to do with this. You take your fish, drop it right there. Next step. A little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Actually, sorry, that's not for that one. A little bit of allspice. Again, on the inside. Salt. Liberal as much as you like. And this is specialty smoked sea salt. Pepper. Garlic. Dry thyme. And then for this, you take, again, some of your crushed or cut up vegetables, a little bit more fresh thyme, a little bit of pepper, and stick that in there. Also for this, instead of stuffing it with what I did, you can actually add everything from cabbage, crackers, okra, whatever, to potato, whatever you want. You can stuff it in here. Once this is done, actually I'm gonna just add just a little salt, because this one's for me. This one's gonna be mine. So I stuffed the butter inside, right? Saw when I did that. And then all you do is wrap this up, form a nice little package. So then you take another piece of foil paper. And what this is doing, basically what we're doing is we're trying to keep all of the moisture locked in. All of the moisture locked in. It's kind of like a tamale or something like that. Basically, everything is locked in here. Now you got a nice little fish package that we're gonna put on the fire in a little bit, and yeah, we'll get going there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish this one up, and then I'll come back when we're getting the lobster ready. So a lot of people have been asking what kind of salt we've been using in general, and right now we're using some Applewood smoked salt by Master Style. This is a gift, actually Master Spice. This is a gift from a dear friend in Seattle that I use from time to time. Really good stuff. No, we're not sponsored by them. I just like it. I like smoked salt. But if you want to sponsor me, you can send me some salt. For the lobster, we're going to use some kosher salt. This you can get pretty much anywhere, but again, this is pure kosher salt. A little bit on the fine side, but you'll understand why in a moment. This salt doesn't break down as easily, but this salt does. So what we have here is 2 Florida Spiny lobsters. All that's been done. They've been halved and cleaned. Some of the head fat got cleaned out and deveined. So they have been washed. So all we're gonna do right now is just season them up a little bit. For this, trusty Old Bay seasoning. So a little bit of that everywhere. And then a little bit of salt additionally. Not too much because the Old Bay seasoning actually has salt in it already. And then from there, all we want to do is add just a little bit of onions, a little bit of garlic powder, some butter, thin. Lobster is really, it's one of those things where you can over season it really easily, overcook it really easily.
Should add some garlic to it.
I'm adding garlic powder.
That's cheating.
Nobody got time. Just showing people an easy way to do cool stuff. But the spousal unit says we should add fresh garlic. If you want to go get some fresh garlic, I will add it. Yeah, we're gonna add this butter, and then I'm gonna pause for a minute, and we're gonna go grab some garlic instead of using garlic powder. So all I'm doing right now is just some slices of butter. For this, you can go as liberal or as little as you want. Okay. Actually, one more little piece. All right. So this is pretty much, actually one more thing. Because it is lobster, and as it cooks and as everything kind of renders in, ooh. Fresh garlic. Fresh garlic. So for this, I'm gonna borrow that.
It's already peeled.
Yeah, but I'm cracking. I'm just giving these a rough chop. Still gonna spread just a little garlic powder on. Now, as the butter renders, all this garlic will turn into like a garlicky, buttery goodness thingamabob that this is gonna be scrumptious. Alright, so I think we're done. What do you think? You think we're done? You think we're done? Ready for fire now?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get this smoker started. We're not gonna run any propane today. We're just gonna do everything charcoal because it's fish and it's lobster, and it doesn't take a lot of heat to cook all of this stuff or a lot of time. But I'll get the fire started and we'll come back when we're putting everything on. All right, see you soon. Fish ready to go on. Smoker is chirping. Now this, this one at the top. But that one is very, very top. For a moment, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get our lobster. Look, guys, look at that. It's gonna be awesome. And then this one goes right about. It would work if I was slided the right way, right, guys? And this one slides in just like that. This one, whoops. This would be easier if smoke wasn't in my eye. Okay, and then for the last piece, our two little packages. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Now I'll turn that off. So again, we're just using coals for this. We're not using any propane. All I did was use a propane to get the fire lit. Fire's going now. Everything's going smoothly. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. And we'll see what happens in about 30 or 45 minutes. That's pretty much how long this will take. 30, 45 minutes tops. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. I'm making some rice. We'll plate it up, show you what we got. What we have is a finished product. Some of the steamed fish, some rice with pigeon peas, and some smoked lobster. Everything took under 45 minutes to prepare. Costed less than $60 and will feed over 4 people. As we wrap this up, make sure you guys remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank you for your support. Happy New Year's, everyone.